If you ever heard a Christian apologetics argument that sounded convincing for about 5 seconds and then fell apart the moment you actually thought about it, you're not imagining things. A lot of apologetics functions like a magic trick, fast, confident, and designed to distract you from the real claim. So today, I want to give you a very simple 3-step method to spot the sleight of hand behind most every apologetics argument. And if you're new here, my channel is all about cutting through the noise and giving you the tools to think clearly again. Let's talk about it. Step 1. Find the claim behind the claim. The first trick is distraction. You see, apologists rarely argue the thing that they're actually trying to prove. They start with something that sounds harmless and then quietly slip in a conclusion that you never agreed to. They love to smuggle things into the conversation to tamp down an objection that has real validity. For example, everything that begins to exist has a cause. Okay, sure, this may be true, but the hidden claim is therefore the universe began to exist, and the cause is my specific God. This is the whole deception built into the Kalam cosmological argument. Or, morality exists? Yes, obviously. But the hidden claim is therefore my religion is true. No, not so fast. Or, the universe looks designed. Maybe so, but the hidden claim is therefore the designer is the one that I already believed in. So step 1 is very simple. Ask yourself, what conclusion are they trying to sneak in? Once you see the hidden claim, the whole argument loses its shine. Step 2. Watch for the shortcut through complexity. The second trick is oversimplification. If an argument jumps from a giant mystery straight to therefore God, that's the shortcut, and the shortcut is the trick. Things like life, consciousness, morality, and the universe, these are massive topics. Scientists and philosophers spend their entire lives on them. So when someone gives you a 2-sentence explanation with 100% confidence, that's not insight. That's a shortcut. You've heard these types of statements, right? We don't know how life started, so God must have did it. We don't fully understand consciousness, so it must be supernatural. Morality certainly feels real, so it must come from a divine lawgiver. And that lawgiver is my God. Whenever someone says, you can't explain X, ask 2 things. Is that even true? And even if it were, which it may or may not be, does that point to their conclusion or just to uncertainty? And never forget, I don't know is a valid answer if this is indeed the case. Step 3. Notice the confidence evidence mismatch. The third trick is confidence. Apologetics arguments often sound bold, certain, and authoritative, even when the evidence behind them is paper thin. And never forget the word con. It's linked to confidence because con artists use confidence to manipulate people all the time. I'm sure you've heard lines like, historians agree the resurrection happened. Science proves the universe had a beginning. And morality can't exist without God. These types of statements sound very powerful until you look at the actual evidence. And that's the tell. When the confidence is high, but the support is low, you're not hearing a conclusion. You're hearing a performance. And apologetics is scripted and very performative. So ask yourself, if they said this with the real level of evidence behind it, would it still sound convincing? Usually, it's a big no. So, once you know these 3 steps, the hidden claim, the shortcut, and the confidence mismatch, apologetic arguments stop feeling intimidating. You don't need to memorize every counter argument. You don't need to debate every point. You just need to see the structure and the deception in the claims. Because here's the truth. If an argument only works when you don't look too closely, it was never a good argument to begin with. And that's the problem with Christian apologetics as a whole. The moment you slow down, ask a question, and look past the confidence, the magic trick just disappears. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment. I read every one of them. And if you want to support my channel in a small financial way, you can buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. Until next time, folks, think rationally, trust yourself, and be happy.